Welcome to lesson 5.4 of accelerated geometry. Topic is properties of parallelograms. So it says in this lesson you're going to discover some special properties of parallelograms. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. Rhombuses, rectangles, and squares all fit this definition as well. Therefore, any properties you discover for parallelograms will also apply to those other shapes. However, to be sure that your conjectures will apply to any parallelogram, when you do the investigations, don't use any parallelograms that have special properties such as right angles or all congruent angles or all congruent sides. So here is the parallelogram, and it is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. So the top and bottom here are parallel, and the left and the right are parallel. Okay, you would normally be doing an investigation if we were in class on page 282 to discover all of these properties, but I am going to walk you through them now. So the first one, if we look at your conjecture list at conjecture number 41, it says opposite angles of a parallelogram are, opposite angles. So this is an angle and here is its opposite. So both are 54. Here is an angle and here is its opposite. Both are 126. If I move this to create a different size and look at the opposite angles, 46 and 46, 134 and 134. So the conjecture for number 41 says the opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent or equal. Conjecture number 42, consecutive angles of a parallelogram are what? Consecutive, one right after the other. So it would be this guy and this guy, or this guy and this guy, or this and this, or this and this. Okay, let's go back and look at this and this. They add up to be 180. Every one of these pairs of consecutive angles adds up to be 180. These add up to be 180. These add up to be 180. These add up to be 180. So therefore, conjecture number 42, consecutive angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Okay, next, opposite sides. So we need AC and we need BD. We need AB and we need CD. So opposite sides would be AB and CD, both 8.39. Opposite sides would be BD and AC, both 5.26. If I would change the shape of this a little bit, you can still see that the opposite sides are equal here and the opposite sides are equal there. So conjecture number 43, opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal or congruent. So I'll move these out of the way. Okay, and the last conjecture, diagonals. So AE, this little piece here, is 5.39, and DE is 5.39. CE goes from here to here, that's 3.03, and BE is 3.03. So the diagonals of a parallelogram, 3.03, 3.03, bisect each other. So this diagonal bisects the other diagonal into two equal pieces. This diagonal bisects the other diagonal, I can't get the two equal pieces here, into those two equal pieces. So conjecture 44, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So those are the four new conjectures for parallelograms. If I go back to the lesson of the day, the class notes, the last 2 pages have these conjectures written out. So here's conjecture 41 and 42, and here are 43 and 44. So if you go to the class notes and look at those last 2 pages, we'll be able to copy the conjectures for lesson 5.4.